Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Jay from Keeping It Real, your arbiter of gaming news and commentary, hitting you off with a studio production video where you know this is your channel, where all gamers' voices are heard. With your boy Jay, always dropping the word. Keeping them other gaming YouTubers like, what you heard? And where you always know, we always keep it all the way real. So what's up, everybody? I just want to thank you all for checking out my studio production video today. You know what time it is, the place where all gamers' voices are heard, and your boy Jay is dropping that word. So yeah, man, this is gonna be an interesting video, man, that I thought I would do, because I think we're all on a journey where we're looking for a game that we could be incredibly excited for and dump thousands upon thousands of hours into. Now, I know there's gamers who maybe want quick fixes and stuff like that, but I'm talking to those gamers out there that can appreciate a game that they could put an incredibly amount of hours into, and that game yields great rewards for them for their time spent. And it always gives them a sense of wonder and a sense of satisfaction of being satisfied about, hey, what I'm getting out of the time that I'm putting into this game. And this is a thing that, you know, a lot of guys like me who used to be Destiny players, what we really appreciated about Destiny 1, that, yeah, it was a grind, but it was so fine when you got those weapons out of it that you wanted, or that piece of gear, or it to have that perfect perk that you were looking for. And I'm talking to those guys that want to adventure, find new things, and that's just a love of theirs. Even if it's a grind, it's about what you get out of it, and what you're chasing after is what you're excited about. So we all know that Destiny was a great failure in regards to that, man. I don't think it's any secret at this point that Destiny has been a great failure. I mean, even Destiny 1 was definitely not what we were advertised that it was going to be. And going into Destiny 2, it's just become apparent that Bungie is not really looking to ever live up to the promise of what they initially said they were going to do. So I don't think it's going to be something that we could ever look to Destiny. And I'm pretty much, I don't know if you guys have, but I've pretty much given up on Destiny and written the game off at this point. Because I think it's just going to be a cliche shell of itself that's just looking to, you know, get as much money as they can out of you, while delivering a half of a game that they're going to bill you every step of the way. And I'm just not interested in that. So what I wanted to do was, in this video, talk about the things that you could be playing. You know, Destiny's dead, but what the hell could you be playing instead? And that's what I wanted to dig into. And it's a wonderful game that I think, you know, some of you have may played and may know about, so you're going to know what I'm talking about. But for those who haven't, like myself, and that is newly into this and will be getting into it, it's an incredible game that definitely could more than hold you over until Anthem comes out. So I wanted to really dig into that and talk about that. Beforehand, I wanted to say, if any of you guys are still playing Destiny, I don't think it's any secret right now. I'm gonna go ahead and link in the description that a article that they're losing you know, the player base like nobody's business. And I've spoke about this before. Destiny's continuing to drop in player base. I mean, they've screwed over the hardcore gamers, and that was the actual gamers that they were going to need to sustain their game. And for casual gamers who basically would play it for a few hours and put it down. So I just think Bungie's in the wrong place right now with this game, and they're going to pay for it this time around. It's not going to go as what they expected, where they could just cram whatever they want down your throat and you're going to go for it. So yeah, man. But I wanted to go ahead and show you the game that I think is really, I think, one of those games that beats Destiny in every way. It's a game that is kind of like Mass Effect meets Ninja Gaiden meets Destiny maybe even meets Diablo a little bit. So it's pretty incredible. And that game is basically, man, Warframe. Pretty crazy to think, man, that a free-to-play game. Now, if anybody knows about this game, it's a free-to-play game. So I already know right there, a lot of red flags go up. You guys are like, oh, wait a minute, free-to-play. Don't know about that. Well, I can tell you, if you don't know about Warframe, Warframe is pretty much, I would say, one of the greatest free-to-play games out there. Hands down, bar none. And I think in relation to, when it comes to Warframe, you don't get it construed with any other free-to-play game out there, and think somehow that it has less value or less production value, because you would be totally wrong. Once you play Warframe and you start playing it, there's one thing that becomes apparent. You start to think that how the hell could a game that's free to play be so damn good, and also put to shame games that I played retail $60 for. How in the hell is that a thing? But believe it or not, with Warframe, it is a thing. And it's an incredible thing, because it's one of those things that you could either spend $0 all the way up to $1,000. It's up to you. It's this all depending on you. It's a free to play game, so yeah, it's structured on a model that for like Warframes that you could purchase. You don't necessarily purchase the Warframe, you kind of purchase the access to it, where you can get your hands on it. And you might think, well, wait a minute, well, isn't that kind of like free to, play to win or something? Actually, it's not really not. The way the game is structured, it's you still have to build the Warframe, and you still have to, a lot of the materials and stuff that you need to actually create the pieces to the Warframe, you still have to get that. So you still have to work for that. Still got to farm for that stuff. You still got to gather resources to build all the things that you would want. And also, you don't have to pay anything. The most of all the content, actually all of the content, could be done with you paying $0. The interesting thing, man, is you could actually farm resources and level up certain weapons and gear and different have different materials, and you could actually sell those materials to other people for actual money. And when I mean money, I just mean platinum. It's called platinum. It's something a person can buy. They can buy a certain amount. Let's say someone buys 100 platinum. Well, then they could take that 100 platinum and then they could buy something from you where you didn't pay any money. You just leveled up a weapon, and they'll buy it from you for platinum. Which is incredible, because then that means you don't have to necessarily spend any money, and you can actually get platinum from another player in the game that paid you for whatever your hard work that you did. So you didn't pay anything, but you just worked hard and you farmed the resources, and you leveled whatever the weapon or gear that you're selling, and you're now selling it for someone else for platinum, which they paid for. So I think that's a beautiful system where it balances it, where, hey, if you want to pay for it, you could. If you don't, you don't have to. And I think that's the incredible thing I love about it. I love just the thrill of leveling up and, gathering resources and building my Warframes and building the different weapons and traveling and exploring to the different planets. And you even have clans in here. I mean, it has everything. I'm gonna later on show you, some of where you can go to your own ship. This is the type of stuff we've always wanted in Destiny, where you can actually be in your own ship, and then you can go to different consoles within your ship, and you have a whole solar system to actually travel with planets, numerous planets. I think it's about 15 planets you can actually go to, which is insane when you compare that to Destiny only being 4 planets. It's kind of crazy when you really think about it, how much incredible content is actually in this game. Now, the Warframe you're looking at right now is a Hydro Prime. It's a prime frame. All the prime frames are basically like the high-end premium frames of the game, and they would be the ones, like, if you want the ultimate Warframe, that what you would be sought after. And this frame right here, you could actually get all without paying anything. And you can go to YouTube. Now, I'm not an expert on all this. My character is this. I'm a level 29 right now. I'm about to level up my first. I've started out with Boat. I hear Excalibur is a really good first character to start out with, but I started out with Boat. And I got him to 29 right now, and I'm just having a blast. I'm loving this game. It's definitely something that beats Destiny hands down. I'm pouring in hours into this game so far, and I've been pretty much playing it. It's been every day I've been playing it and been really excited about moving forward. It's one of those games that really makes you excited about your progression. It to some people it may be like a little farming or resource gathering taxing for them, but if you're a type of person that wants to work hard to actually yield some really cool results in gear, this is the game for you. I wouldn't say this is a game for everyone, because obviously there's some people that, you know, they don't want to go through all the things to farm all the stuff and do all that, or grind. That's not their thing. And if grinding is not your thing, and like farming and for resources to build new things and to build new mechanisms for yourself and for your ship, and that's not the type of thing, this is not probably the game for you. But if you're into like exploring all types of different worlds, as you can see here, you got Venus, you got all these different waypoints. You even got your own dojo that you could research into and build things with when it comes to, and you got to get a clan key to get into the dojo. It's so much content, dude. It's content crazy. I'm showing you all the different points that you can go to on all the different planets. Then you have to open up the keys to really be able to the transitions to go to those planets. And then every level you have to get a mastery and on the levels, and it's crazy amount of information when you first start out, but as you keep playing it starts to soak in, and you start to really appreciate the depth and the scope of what this game is, and it just blows you away, man. The depth and the scope is something like you've never experienced before if you haven't played this game, or if you haven't played a game like this. And it really shows you just how lackluster Destiny 2 really is, and even Destiny 1. I mean, it blows away most any retail, $60 game, hands down. And it's incredible, man. And I'm just like showing off some of the different frames. You guys can look this stuff up on Warframe and check out the different frames and the different weapons, and just check out some YouTube videos if you're interested. Or just download it on your Xbox, man, and try the damn game out and see how you like it. It's kind of like a Ninja Gaiden, because you're running around like a ninja, man, and you have all these different powers and you have all these different modifiers. So it's a pretty crazy game that I think definitely puts Destiny to shame, and it's definitely a game that anyone could be playing until Anthem. Now, what I'm excited about with Anthem is I really truly believe Anthem is going to be one of those games that is going to be similar to Warframe, because Warframe has all types of different mechanisms that you build your frames in, and also you have to gather resources, and it's a loot and shooter where you're going out there looting, shooting, but you can travel to all types of different places, and it's always rendering new and different things that you can do. And I think Anthem is going to be very much like that, where it's one of those games where you're going to be improving upon your javelin and creating new things for your javelin, and having to build new things, and then get resources, and then go out there and search for new pieces for your javelin, and new weapons. And I'm really excited about the aspect of that, because I think it's going to be a game that's similar to Warframe, and it's being broad and very in its scope, and that's something to be very excited to be looking out for. But in the meantime, Warframe is definitely a game that could keep you busy, no problem, into the meantime. So yeah, man, I wanted to break that down for you guys, let you guys know. If you don't know, now you know. That's definitely the game that you could be playing instead of Destiny, and actually a game that it'll scratch that itch for you, you know, and keep you entertained and keep you involved and keep you excited. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about you guys, but some of the best games that I've ever played has been games that when I first played it, I went to sleep that night and I literally dreamed about the game. I was, you know, so excited about it that I literally dreamed about it. And when I got up in the morning, I was like, damn, it was a crazy dream. I straight up dreamed about the game. And Warframe was one of those games for me. Like literally, it was like I was so into all the resources and things I need to do, and also excited about the Warframes that I want to build and the resources I need to get to build those Warframes, that I literally dreamed about it the first night. And I'll tell you, that rarely happens. If any of you gamers know what I'm talking about, that's a rare occurrence where that happens, you know what I mean? And that tells you you got a game that's special. So yeah, man, that's gonna be pretty much my video on that, man. I wanted to go ahead and break that down to you guys. I want you guys to go ahead and hit me up in the comment box, tell me what you think. I mean, any of you guys who are already playing Warframe, any of you guys who are already like Warframe seasoned vets and already know the business, go ahead and hit me up. Because I'm a noob, man. I'm new to it, and I'm just learning. But so far, I'm loving it. So yeah, man, that's gonna be my video, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, dig your boys' content. Until the next time, this is Jay. I'm always keeping it real, and I'm gone.